The heart chakra. Love and security. What is that within us which gives us true love and complete security? In this video compilation of 4 talks, Her Holiness Shri Mataji, founder of Sahaja Yoga meditation, explains the heart center, the 4th chakra of our subtle system, as the seat of love, security, and the presence of the spirit within. Shri Mataji describes how a balanced heart brings confidence, compassion, and a deep sense of protection, while also revealing the power of truth and the transformation brought by Kundalini awakening. Through forgiveness, inner balance, and connection to the divine, we begin to feel lasting peace, love, and joy from within. The video concludes with a guided meditation by Shri Mataji to gently clear and balance the heart chakra, helping you feel more secure, centered, and connected on your spiritual journey.
So now we have the center, another center which is very important, is the center of heart, central heart we call it, is the center of the mother of the universe. In Sanskrit she is called as Jagadamba. She is the one who stays there and gives you the sense of security. She looks after the saints who are trying to get out of this green thing, we call it as the ocean of illusion. She protects them, she gives them all the help, all the guidance, and tries to pull them out of the illusion. And this is the way she kills all the devils and the demons who are like fake gurus trying to put down the seekers into the illusion more. She's the one who's the remover of illusion. And this incarnates again and again on this earth to help the seekers to get out of the ocean of illusion. But when this center is in childhood, starts pulsating first, the sternum bone creates lots of antibodies, and these are actually the soldiers of the mother, and they go and get distributed in the whole body. When you see something coming upon you, you get a fear and you get a palpitation in here. That time, that frequency of palpitation informs these antibodies to be alert, to fight the person who is trying to attack you. And that's why it is important to understand that this center builds up your sense of security. If this center is disturbed, your sense of security can be disturbed. Now the disease of this center is mainly breast cancer. When a woman is insecure in her life, she feels insecure, then she develops this trouble. When she is insecure as a mother, she gets this trouble of breast cancer. Now doctors won't believe it, but I have cured many breast cancers, and that can easily be cured by awakening this special power of the motherhood within you. You just become self-confident, and the disease is completely cured, eradicated, without going into any operation or anything like that. Now there are 2 other centers you see. The one on the right is of your own father, and the left is of your own mother, or we can say is of fatherhood and motherhood. If you have been a bad father, or if your father has been not nice to you, this center suffers. If this center suffers, then you get the disease called asthma. Asthma can only be cured if you tell the person who is a Sahaja Yogi about your father, what the problem is, if your father has died, if he suddenly died, if you are missing him, or if there is a problem with your own child, anything like that. The quality of fatherhood is represented by that. The left side is the mother's thing. If the mother is not being very kind to the child could be erratic and could be very volcanic and temperamental, very temperamental he becomes. If he had not seen his mother, or mother has been a very unkind person, then such a person can be absolutely insecure all the time and could be all the time demanding attention from others and would be very, very aggressive on that point. So this is what it is. One has to understand that these 2 centers within us are important. After Sahaja Yoga, you start understanding your parents. Even if they have been very nasty to you, you try to forgive them, and they also come around very well, and good relations are established with parents. Because you are seekers, sometimes the parents don't understand because they have no seeking. That's the age group which may not understand your seeking. But when they see this transformation coming into you, then you completely changed. You're completely changed. I'll give you an example of a Swiss Sahaja Yogi who came to me, who has written a very big book on Sahaja Yoga called Advent. This boy had a father who was leading a life away from the family, gave up the mother, and he used to have some sort of a relationship, and he never had any good relations with his children. But when this boy came to Sahaja Yoga and his younger brother and his sister, he was amazed how they were transformed. Their ideas were transformed. They were leading such a nice life, very sane life, and that they were looking after him also, and they were doing whatever is possible just to make him happy. And this amazed him, because not like other children who just try to all the time say sharp things to the father and all that. Now, one day, one of the Sahaja Yoginis met him in a hotel somewhere, and another person started discussing about Sahaja Yoga. He said, I wish I was born at a time when Sahaja Yoga had started, because I would not have wasted my life like that. So the parents start seeing that how my children are changing, and then they take to your style of life, betterment of everything. I bow to all the seekers of truth. As I told yesterday to you, that truth is what it is. It will be what it will be. You cannot change the truth for your adaptation or for your mental projection or for your own convenience. It will remain whatever it is. The first point of truth is that it establishes itself despite all kinds of agencies or all kinds of forces which are anti. Second, it is that it caters for the honest seekers. It's like a little root coming out of the seed, goes round and round, fix itself onto the source. The third is that it may shatter some of your ideas. It may upset some of your convictions. But when it appears, it is such a great joy that absolutely you are lost in the ocean of that enjoyment. You forget everything that you have lost. You are happy that you have lost that dirty boat of yours, that hanging and everything that you had, and now that you have become one with the ocean of joy. The truth is your spirit. It is eternal. It is the expression of God only. Because we have not been able to achieve that in our consciousness, we are disturbed, upset, feel sometimes as if we are ruined. But spirit cannot be ruined. It cannot be dried out. It cannot be killed. It resurrects you, fills you up with all the blessings of the divine. That's the connection you have to get. Any instrument that is made, if it is not connected to the mains, has no meaning. In the same way, you are made so beautifully, so gloriously and delicately, that only thing you have to do is to put the mains. And the joy of becoming yourself is fantastic. So the second point which I said was that it can be shattered to your conviction. And that's why I have to tell you that when you listen to me, you should not get upset. It is not at all to upset you. I have nothing to get from you, nothing to get. This is your own property within you, and you have to remove all the shackles, all the overpowering ignorance, and just get to the truth as it is and at it manifests. The manifestation of the truth, the spirit, is beyond human understanding, in the sense that it is a happening. It happens to you that you become the spirit. And something that has to happen cannot be comprehended with this limited brain, because I am talking about something that is unlimited. So you have to be prepared to be triggered into the space which is unlimited. This happening is definitely miraculous and spontaneous. It is the greatest happening that a human being can ever think.
Ruined, their children are ruined, and all kinds of stupid things are happening. Our Indian gurus are going and making a big money there, and they just want peace. They just want peace of the heart. That's only possible when your attention goes to your heart, because in the heart resides the spirit, and the spirit is the source of peace. First is the love, and second, as I told you just now, is the peace. You become extremely peaceful. You become like a witness, and you see the whole drama like a joke. It's nothing so serious to be worried about. It all works out. And this is what one has to become, is to become the spirit, which is your own, which is in your own heart. And that is the source, as I told you, of love. And again, I say of peace. And the third thing that happens to you, that the source of spirit being joy, that joy bubbles in your life. It just bubbles in your life. You don't know how to get out of that great ocean of joy. You start swimming in it, enjoying it, every bit of it. You touch all the shores, going around the whole world, their hearts and everything. It is in the heart that resides. Again, I say, it is not in the brain. No mental activity can take you to spirit. Spirit is only possible if your attention could be somehow taken to the spirit. And that's possible only through Kundalini awakening. This change of attitude towards life, this change of complete peace and joy has come to you all because your attention is now on your spirit. Now you don't think of money. Money walks your way. You don't think of power. Power walks your way. And the power of the spirit is the highest, the most powerful, and the most righteous thing. It is not necessary that you should become a sannyasi, sadhu baba, do all kinds of things. No necessity of these rituals. The spirit is residing within you. Already all you have done in last lives. Now this life, only thing you have to do is to put attention to your spirit. And that's only possible through the awakening of this Kundalini, the primordial mother. When she starts, that's also your own. When she starts rising She passes through these centers and enriches them, integrates them, and pierces through the last fontanelle bone area and makes you connected to this all-pervading power of divine love. But this power of divine love is not only the love, if you want to say, it is also peace and joy. And also it is the superior wisdom. It is rather subtle for normal man to understand, I know that. I have gone through that. For persons to understand that one can become the spirit. But this is in the evolutionary process. Today is the time for people to become the spirit. This is the blessing of this blossom time, as I call it. And people have to become the spirit. Otherwise, what is left of them is like all other human beings who will, I don't know where they'll end up. So this is an essential step today to become the spirit. All the saints, all the prophets, all the religions have talked about it. Not that they have not. Of course, we have twisted them, we have made separate things, but it's only one simple thing is that you are a spirit. And that spirit, unless and until you become, you cannot achieve any peace, any joy, and no love.
You have to put your right hand towards the photograph, left hand here. And you have to hold your breath. All of you can do it. Hold your breath. And say Jagdamba, Jagdamba, Jagdamba. Now you are holding the breath. So how can you say? You have to think. Now leave it. Again hold it once more. Put your left hand, right hand towards me. Good. Now leave it. Again hold it. Now leave it. All right? That's fine. May God bless.